everybody, I'm Sam Pasco with KXSF Sports. I'm here with University of San Francisco alum and Angels relief pitcher Adam Cimber. Adam, how's it going?
Fantastic. Better now that I'm hanging out with you.
Thank you. Well, we know each other a long time. It's been a long time, and I just wanted to kind of ask you some questions about life, baseball, as now a veteran, if I can say a veteran of Major League Baseball.
Might be able to say that. You're getting close.
Well, first, the big one here, everyone wants to know, is food. What's food like in the Major League? What's your best meal you've had? Either post-game, ballpark food, if you sneak off. What is your go-to?
There have been a lot of great places. I think, actually, the couple that come to my mind in New York, obviously the food at Yankee Stadium is fantastic. They got everything you want. They got filet mignon. If you don't like filet, they got sushi. If you like sushi, they got pasta, and they do it really well. There's a sushi place in New York called Tao. It's really good. Those are the first couple that come to mind. San Francisco's always got really good stuff. Got like clam chowder, bread roll and stuff. I eat sandwiches. Personal favorite. Yeah, those are the first few that come to mind.
I like it. Shifting gears now into baseball, you've played in New York, you've played on the West Coast. What is your favorite ballpark to play at? What's like your best memory you've had playing? You struck out some pretty big hitters at Yankee Stadium. What's your favorite?
I think I've said a handful of times St. Louis and San Diego, but the more that I think about it, it's got to be Seattle. That's where I grew up. And that's the one place that whenever I'm shagging BP, it still feels like I'm a little kid with my dad. All right, like the smell of the popcorn, the hot dog. It's like, man, I remember being here and watching Ichiro and Griffey, the guys, and I was like 10. So probably Seattle. I feel like a kid again.
And you play them a lot now. Made the AL West.
Finally.
Shifting gears now into kind of life and it's going on your 7th Major League season. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What would you tell rookie Adam? What would you say in terms of mindset, life to kind of think about knowing what you know now?
Don't sweat the small stuff. It's easy to get wrapped up in the moment sometimes because you play a game every single day until it can go well. And over the course of the season, you play so many of them that looking back on it, it's like, hey, don't get sucked into that moment of the bad one. Let it roll into the good one. Try to focus on the people you're with and the city you're in. Enjoy life for what it is, and focus a little less on selfish on-field results and a little more on the people around you and loving others.
I like that. Now kind of moving into pregame routine. You're about to play tonight, most likely you will pitch. What is your pregame routine like? Are you listening to music? Did you already eat? What are you doing before a major league game?
It's kind of shifted over the years. I would say nowadays I like to read and listen to some background music. Sometimes if I'm at home, I'm up early with the kids, I'll sneak off to the nap room and kind of take like a half-hour nap before the game. And then just once the game starts, I got my stretch routine that I've done since I was in high school. Parts of it. Then just when the phone rings, go out there and attack the first game.
I like it. And in terms of post-game, what are you doing kind of to relax? Do you have hobbies? I know you play guitar. Are you watching a Celtics game? What are you doing to relax after a game?
It used to be video games. I used to be pretty hard into Fortnite and Call of Duty. I've been trying to get more into guitar as of late. I started playing when I was 14, but like off and on throughout high school and college. Kind of getting to a point in my life where I realized I'd like to have that skill later in life, so why not start working on it heavier now as opposed to playing video games. So guitar is it for me right now. It's where I kind of get lost and sort of enjoy something with a little bit of me time. Not necessarily performance-based, go at your own speed and enjoy it for it is.
Can we expect an EP maybe? Some original songs?
Maybe when I'm a little older, a little bit better.
What else I got here? Well, okay, baseball. Going back to baseball here, we're bouncing around. Your pitcher, robo-umps, that's potentially coming. What is your thoughts on that? Do you think that helps? Does it hurt? What have you seen? Because you've seen a lot of baseball.
Yeah, I would say I don't like the full-on ABS. I think I do tend to start leaning towards the challenge system as I've thought about it a little more. Because if you have an ABS that's the same practice that every day in the off season. If you're a hitter, you can go home and be like, okay, this is my strike zone. I'm just going to sit there and track pitches and I'll know balls and strikes perfectly. Whereas now it kind of shifts. You got to kind of adjust to the strike zone that you're given that day, and that's just classic baseball. You get what you get. Kind of that's the human element of the game. I think the pitchers definitely have this advantage because each individual hitter got to learn the strike zone and practice it without getting swing. Like pitchers can't throw all day.
Yeah.
You can sit there and track your strike zone. I like the challenge system because there are those times where it's like, yo, that was a strike. I need that. And it would be nice to just be like, hey. So I would be pro challenge.
Pro challenge.
Yeah. And obviously you get a limited number, so you can't just do it every time you feel like it. But there are those ones where it's kind of obvious and you're out there and like it's a big situation and you'd like to strike pro. Somebody needs to be held accountable whether they're doing a good job.
Fair enough, fair enough. And fast forwarding now, time goes by quick. In 10 years, what do you see? Because I know in basketball, JJ Redick right now is trending, potentially doing a podcaster after a playing career, broadcasting, coaching. What would you project after the playing days? Would you want to stick around and be a manager, or maybe broadcast?
I think I'd like to get into coaching back home at a younger age. I think I love Major League Baseball, professional baseball, but I think when I'm done playing, I'd like to work with kids and kind of get back to teaching skills that I wish that I had a little bit more of when I was growing up. Again, kind of going back to like focus on other people while you're doing this, and not so much how am I doing? Am I going to get the scholarship? Am I going to get drafted? Hey, that'll all take care of itself if you're worried about going in every day and being a good life in the clubhouse.
And the last question here, lifestyle. What is your favorite TV show or movie?
The one that I always catch myself going back to hotels and watching is The Office. They always got like Office marathons on Comedy Central. So it's either The Office or Seinfeld. They're kind of like my comfort shows. If I'm feeling really heady, I'd like to watch something like Interstellar.
Okay.
With some cool physics and sci-fi involved. But yeah, depends on what movie.
Very cool. Well, thank you, Adam.
Absolutely. Thank you. Great to see you.